Hey Palioskis, how's your day been? Today I'm telling you a story about this kid named Andre that I lived with in Virginia for a little while. So Andre was a weird kid. He was happy most of the time, but the smallest things would get him angry. You wouldn't have anything to do with it, but he'd still get mad at you for it. And if you'd get hurt, he'd curse, which kind of set him out from the other kids because we were in 4th or 5th grade and no one really cursed back then aside from the adults and Andre. So anyways, one day we're walking through the woods exploring, and we come across a tree fort. And this is the coolest thing we've ever seen, because it's 3 stories tall. It's got a fireman pole. It's got stairs. It's real cool. It's on a tree. So Andre, he goes, "I'm gonna climb it." So I kind of look at Andre. I'm like, I don't think that's a really good idea. But you know what he does? He walks over to the fireman pole, climbs up, walks over to the stairs, goes up to the 3rd floor. And now the 3rd floor was made out of thin plywood, super thin. There was a sign that said "not finished yet." Andre, he goes, "I'm just gonna climb it anyways." He walks across. The first part's connected to a tree, so it's more sturdy. He goes towards the edge, and he falls through. He's kind of laying there, dazed. He gets up, he looks around, he's all worried. He's like, dude, I gotta go right now. So he dashes off, just zoom. So I'm kind of standing there, just kind of confused. He's sitting there, it's funny, so I'm kind of laughing a bit. I look over and he's gone. He's bolted out of the woods. So I stand there, I follow after him. So the next day, I hear some banging noises outside, so I go check it out. I go in the woods, and Andre's out there with a hammer, and he's hammering a piece of wood to a tree. So I go, "Hey Andre, what are you doing?" "Oh, I'm building a fort." "Oh, cool. When's it done?" "It is done. I just need to put up the sign." It's not really a large fort, Andre." It's my fort. It's called Fort Andre." So he goes over, he puts up the sign on the tree, he nails it in there, and it's Fort Andre. He looks at me, and he just plops down right on the ground, right under Fort Andre. And he does this every once in a while, bring out his DS, and play that under the fort. So I walk off, and I just walk off. So the next week, it's a sunny day out. I'm looking out the window, and it suddenly just gets really dark and cloudy, and it starts raining, which plays in later. So later that day, I get a knock at my door. I walk over, I open the door. It's Andre, and he looks real angry. So I'm looking at him, and I say, "Hey Andre, what's up?" He says, "Oh, you have to come with me right now." So I'm kind of confused. I follow after him into the woods, and he brings me to Fort Andre. He's like, "Oh, where's the sign?" I said, I don't know, I didn't touch it." And he says, "I know you took my sign, you were jealous of my fort." So I look around, I look on the ground, and I notice a pile of mush. And I'm like, hey, I bet that's the sign. So Andre's like, "Oh, give it to me right now, this isn't funny." So I point out, I'm like, I think that's your sign right there. And he's like, "No, I didn't have a pile of mush. I had a piece of paper. It was a sign, it said Fort Andre." I said, "I know, paper does that when it gets wet." And he's like, "Well, when did it get wet?" "When it was raining, Andre." No, it wouldn't get wet. I had it under the tree, it wouldn't get wet." Andre, that's not how paper works." "Yeah, it is." "Well, okay, I'll let you off the hook this time, but I better not catch you stealing it again." So I just say, "Oh, okay," and I will walk off. So yeah, Andrew's real nutcase. But anyways, if you hated this video, leave a dislike and a hate comment. If you don't like me, don't subscribe, and goodbye.